What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this awesome Wednesday night. We got an amazing dealer preview show lined up for you. Before we do, I always have to click the little videos, so I guess you can just listen to Otto and Kevin Smith talk for a second. Oh no, I lied. He took it down. He finally got rid of the video. You know what? Yeah, we'll just go into it from here. Oh no, here he is. There you go. Enjoy, guys.
And go.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith, and you're watching Three Men in a Basement. Take that from a former comic book man.
Love it. Awesome, dude. Thank you again. All right.
Pleasure.
I feel like it's very appropriate for this show being set in Jersey to have Kevin Smith in the intro.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we are here for Kingkon this Saturday. I'm Chinmo with the it's always backwards with the brother Dave filling in for Roger tonight. So thank you coming in, pinch hitting right here. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And of course, right down below, we got the man himself, Greg.
The man himself. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
you so much for having me. You guys are the best.
Thank you, man. I mean, I've said it before many times. This is one of my favorite shows of the year.
Thank you. It's fun. It's fun. It's crazy. It's been, like this is the 6th show.
Crazy.
I just called it Kingkon Comics Show. I didn't continue with the 6. I felt like it was like a
I mean, it's like the horror movies, the numbers go away, then right around like number 10, the X will come in,
Yeah, or King Kong goes to hell or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Kingkon in space,
Yeah, it was like a drop the Facebook moment where I was just like, let's just do the King Kong comic show. I wanted to just keep because I don't know, I don't know what's 6, that I could have played off of, I guess. But I had some fun with the Nintendo theme, so it's cool.
You've been killing it with the Nintendo and just the video game theme in general. You've been killing it with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your themes are great. It's kind of fun to see what you're gonna come up with next time.
I mean, we're gonna show the floor plan in a little bit, and when you posted that, I was like, "This is absolutely incredible." I lost it.
It's funny because I posted it and I was like, "Man, I don't know if this is just gonna confuse people because I don't know, maybe." But yeah, it was fun. It was fun to make.
Yeah, you crush it. You know what? I'm just gonna a little preview. We're gonna talk about this with each vendor, but what a floor plan! That's so good.
Pipes are doors. The pipes are doors.
It's so clever. It's so well done. I absolutely love it. So good. But yeah. So this is 6th year, which is kind of crazy to think. This is, I think, my 4th one. I've been going since 2 or 3.
It's the 6th show, but it's like the 4th year.
Right. You had 2.
Yes.
Did you have 2 in 2 years, or was just the 1 year?
We used to do like a fall and a spring, and it just was like too much because there's so many shows around here that we just made it to be a spring show. I do wish I could do two a year. I mean, I could, but it's a lot. It's a lot, and then it's a lot for attendees. It's a lot for vendors, especially around like the best time to probably do it's like October, just because of the weather and stuff. But that's the worst time because of New York Comic Con. So
I would say New York's right there, especially when you're so close to it too.
It's the best like fall time, but the worst kind of time.
Yeah, it's so hard to. I mean, we do the swap every year, and I don't know how we get away with it in May. I really don't. But it's so hard to plan because you have to take in consideration not just other conventions that you have to plan around, but then you have to plan around holidays. You have to plan around like just the weather, the season in general. So much goes into it. And I love this one particularly because I always consider this my birthday show. So I just go all out and love it. So it's like the perfect time for me.
When's your birthday?
My birthday was 2 days ago. So this is my birthday show.
Man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I missed it. Man,
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, no.
I had a big gift for you and everything. Next year, I'll keep it for next year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But
the planning is really tough for this show too. And in New Jersey, there's so many shows in the tri-state area, and that's so awesome because it just goes to show how popular the scene is, and it's always been pretty strong in Jersey. But then you got, especially in this area, North Jersey, you got Long Island, then you kind of got, you got the Philly area, then you got South Jersey shows, stuff like that, and it's just. You have to look at the calendar and kind of make the first one to make a move, and just kind of hope it works out.
So kind of just plant the flag and let it go from there.
Yeah,
That's
Because the last thing you want to do, and if you ever, if I've ever done it, it hasn't been intentional. But the last thing you want to do is plan it on the same day as another show. It's bad business, but it's also just like, that promoter might take it a certain way, and that's just not. I never would want to step on anyone's toes like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but and he said, like you said, though, it is hard because there are just so many shows up here in the tri-state New England area. It's crazy.
What's his name? Pope of Chilitown. Michael's his name, right?
Yep, Mike. Yep.
Yeah, he created like a Facebook group. It's called like Northeastern Tri-State Area shows, but I think it's expanded a little bit to include like other states, but on the East Coast. And I think at one point there was like 16 shows in this March.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there was, the Elite show a few weeks ago, which was great. Next week is like ZapCon, and then another show in Cherry Hill, which is great. I heard. It's just a lot. It's a lot for.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money for people. It's so you gotta just, the shows, they all have to kind of make sense, and as a promoter, you kind of just make it work to the best of your ability.
That's. I mean,
you've typically had the same
kill it.
weekend too, right? You typically have the same.
Last year we had April, but every other show before that's kind of been like this March period. But then we were running into Big Apple, and we had our show a few times were on the same day as that, and that splits the New York crowd and the Jersey crowd and stuff like that. So it's really tough and it's really stressful, and I'm sure you guys and Otto and Roger know as well. Like setting that date is a real.
It's tough. I mean, but you know what? You picked a great date. You always have like that, roughly that same time. I personally love this because this, the way I look at it, this is kind of the real kind of kickoff to con season for me. And I love it. It's such a fun show that kicks off. Like, I know taking the drive down to Jersey every year, I'm like, okay, here we go. We're starting off the new season.
Yeah, right. It's like
great.
The flowers started coming out today. Like it just feels like, it's like the season's really, starting to really pop. And, Elite Show was a few weeks ago, and that was awesome, so that could kind of been seen as kicking it off too. But yeah, I mean, this show's been around for a few years, and, it's kind of got that community vibe to it for sure. And everyone kind of gets together if they can make it, and everyone's schedules are so different. And I'm so grateful for anyone that takes time out of their day to come, especially when it's, like you guys, you're coming from so far.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's about a 4.5, 5-hour drive for me, and I am more than happy to make it because I enjoy it so much. Because this is one of those shows that, yeah, it's a comic show, but there's so many different people from so many areas because of the location. I get to see people I know going to see for like the whole year, and it's great. The hangout's the best part. I love it.
Yeah, that's why, I mean, obviously, Terrificon is like the East Coast show, outside of New York Comic Con. But as far as like, what people enjoy going to the most, it seems to be Terrificon. That location's amazing. We've gone the last like 3 years. So while this is nowhere near Terrificon, I'm just saying I like having it in a hotel because you can kind of stay in one place and hang out at a bar afterwards and stuff like that if you're traveling. So that option is good because I could very easily try to get it like a gym or something like that, which is fine, but it's like then you gotta leave afterwards. It's more expensive, but it's a little more friendly for people traveling. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. And I mean, I get the room. Actually, I book a room every year. I book it for Friday and Saturday night. It's actually a very affordable room, which is nice.
Yeah.
And it gives you that hangout kind of aspect where the show might be over, but the con's not done, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So I'm pumped for this year. Can't wait. Dave, you want to go through the chat really quick? Because we actually got a bunch of people in here. It seems pretty excited for the show. And then we're going to kind of jump into some of this stuff here.
All right. So we got 360 Comics is right out of the gate. Mike the Beast, welcome. Goodbye Comics. John, Big Daddy Ross, good to see you. CT Jazz King. Eggplant Comics, Nemesis. Hey, Justin. And I'm not sure if I should mention or acknowledge this guy, Murfinator.
Well, I think we may or may not see Murfinator a little later on the show in person.
Phantasm Comics, welcome. Who else we got here? Comics CT or CT Comics, depending if you're Otto. R. Kennedy 44, welcome. Sean Richards. Yeah, we got a good crew here tonight. Derek Nyman. Did I say that right? You can correct me in the chat if I said that wrong.
I would say you just yell at Dave whenever you see him. Yeah, we got a ton of people in here, guys. It's
Broke Boy Comics.
He'll be there. He's coming down. This is his first Kingkon.
Yeah, so many of the names. I mean, some of them are vendors, but some of them, others, so many, people have just been so supportive just from when the show, started. And it's just great that so many people are still in the hobby and still vending and still so into it, because that COVID high was just so intense that when you're in this kind of lull right now, I feel like it was more last year. The crash was felt more. It's still coming down, but I feel like people, I don't know, there's like a fervor still like now that people are interested in buying because, those prices are down.
It's a buyer's market right now.
Yeah.
So now's the time to go to these shows,
And you had and Greg, you seem to have a lot of newbies, first time vendors seem to show up at your show. You seem to embrace a lot of the collectors who decided they wanted to try selling, and they seem to set up shop at your.
Yeah, we've had a few. I think E-Rob, like his first time vending was at our show. I'm not. There's definitely been others, but this year, one of my friends who lives in Jersey, his moniker Sizzles Comics. It's his first time, and he's a really good friend and has been really supportive. He helped at the show last year at the ticket booth, and he came to the trick or trade event we had, and he was like kind of just, he kind of said in passing that he was interested in vending, but he would be a little nervous. I'm not trying to call him out saying he's afraid to vend, but he just,
it's a little nerve wracking the first time you do it.
So I was like, dude, this show is, a few people have done, it's been their first one, that they've done, and I'm laid back and just, I think you'd kill it because, he's a real smart guy. He knows his stuff. And I think I told him, I was like, you're the fresh meat, man. Like the vendors the night before might hit your booth up,
It's it's an interesting way, especially if you set up the night before. Vendors.
He's a smart. He's got a good eye. He's a smart buyer. You know what I mean? So I think he'll do really well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's always fun seeing new people vend. We do the same thing with the swap. We always have a much first time, and it just adds more, flavor to the con and to the hobby. It's great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Different books.
We're gonna get into this in a minute. We got a bunch of guys backstage. For those of you that have never joined a dealer preview, the way this is gonna work, we have a whole lineup of vendors that will be set up at Kingkon this upcoming weekend, which, just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, right here this Saturday, Iselin, New Jersey. Doors open at what, 10 a.m. Greg?
Yeah, so some people had messaged me asking if there was an early bird, and I don't have one this year just because we're doing that giveaway, and I just wanted everyone to get a fair shot. 10 a.m. be there, and the first 100 through the door will get a ticket. Paid attendees through the door will get a free ticket to win the giant size. So I didn't want to do like an early bird type thing that would be like, oh, if you pay more, I just wanted it flat across the board.
I like that. I like that. Fit makes fair for everybody.
Yeah.
Come hang out, and then that's a hell of a giveaway, man. That's a hell of a
prize. I bought it from someone on Instagram. I saw them on eBay, and then I recognized like they had a logo in the back. I don't know if that was intentional, kind of like hit me up off eBay, type thing.
Yeah.
And it was great. They gave me a good price on it, and that's just a book that, who doesn't want that?
Yeah, right. Absolutely. And you know what? And another thing you can do, just because Dave is here, so I feel like we have to talk about the shirts this year, because every year, Dave, you always kill it with the shirts and anything you do. But the theme that Greg always puts through, look at this thing. Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know how many people play Fallout or played it or know about it, but the show was pretty popular, and Alex did the art, obviously Alex Garcia, so he knocked it out of the park. I was gonna try to have him do some kind of like 8-bit theme. We were working with something, but it was a little tough. And then I was watching Fallout, and I was like, you know what, this is perfect because it's the Vault Boy, and he's kind of cutesy, and
it's that clean kind of crisp look to it too. He always crushes it with his art, but this is
it's cool. And then Dave did an awesome job getting the font from Alex. I don't know where he found the Fallout font. I don't know how you do that, but and then also the sponsors on the back, because that was a part of the sponsorship package, is to have your name on it, which I totally just took from the three men. Yeah, I totally ripped that idea off you guys, but
that's
hey,
okay.
we're
That's
sharing.
share it all in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah,
Great
exactly.
idea.
So yeah, that looks awesome. I mean, you really crushed it.
Yeah, I mean, I pick one up every year. It's always like a souvenir for me.
Yeah,
So I'll be picking up one of these for sure.
yeah.
Well, it does. I mean, it's easy when I'm dealing with artwork like from Alex Garcia. I mean, it's hard not to. It's hard for me to make the shirt not look great. It's the artwork is half the battle. So it's just fun. It's always fun. Like I said, it's fun seeing. Looking forward to seeing what you got next time.
Yeah, that's kind of
what your ideas are. And sometimes I'm like, oh, all right, what has he got this time? This is
as
something I could do.
that's a lot of the fun I have with the show is coming up with some of those themes to kind of counter the stuff that's not fun, like the stressful date, like picking the date, or trying to find deal with the floor plan.
I would say the floor. I do so I do the floor plan for the swap. It's a fucking nightmare. So I get it.
So
yeah.
every show
you
we've
kill
kind
it though
of
with
like
this.
been somewhere kind of different. Like the first show was the Holiday Inn, and that was small, and then we switched to the APA, but we were upstairs, and that was a different floor plan. And then we moved to the Park Ridge show, and that was a much bigger floor plan. And now we're back to the APA, but we're on the ballroom, and that's a new floor plan. So it's like I'm never able to really get like. So I'm just like. I always it'll be fine, but I always like to see it. I wish hopefully maybe next year we could stay, and if everything works out, we could stay.
Just keep the same layout. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big benefit. Yeah.
Well, eventually you have a layout for each room. You have.
That's true. Yeah.
Can I tell quickly the story that I told you before we came on about my friend in the soccer?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is great.
I just find it funny because I thought he was lying, but he was my best friend lives one town over in Clark, New Jersey. It's one town over from me, and he was at his son's soccer game, and he texted me, and he was like, "I just heard one of the dads say to the other dads, 'Are you going to Kingkon this weekend?'" And, and I was like, "You're lying. There's no chance that happened." And he was like, "No, I swear to God." He was like, I leaned over and asked him if he could repeat himself, and said, "Where are you going this weekend?" And I was like, I don't know if he said he knew me or anything like that, but I just found that funny because that's the first. I've never heard anyone overhear someone talking that they were going to the show. So
that means you're doing something right, man.
Yeah. You're definitely growing.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, like I was telling you, I had the spot, the meta ads running and stuff, and I'm getting so sick of seeing it myself. So I'm sure other people are, at least it's working to a degree.
Yeah. Hey, if it's working, I guess that's all that matters. You get more people in there, more people to share into the hobby. It, can't go wrong with that. So.
Yeah. And awesome. I mean, I was able to, with this venue being a little smaller, unfortunately I had to cut back on some vendors, which was tough. But I was able to lower, table prices. I was able to lower the ticket prices and stuff like that. So I kind of that kind of reflects the market a little bit. Everyone cut back a little, so I felt like this was an appropriate kind of move for me and my budget, but for other people too. It's been a rough kind of couple years.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
So, and then having the $5, which there's limited left. I keep saying there's limited left, but there really is limited left online. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, because there'll be $10 at the door, which is pretty standard.
I'll say, yeah, save yourself the $5, get them there.
Get them in advance.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna hop into this. So yeah, guys, the way this is gonna roll, we got a whole lineup of vendors coming in here. They're gonna be showing off some of the stuff they're gonna be bringing this weekend. We also like doing this mainly because it showcases an amazing show with these awesome vendors and all these awesome books and everything else. But also gives a chance for the people that can't maybe make it out this weekend, unfortunately. Hit up these vendors, guys. They're all on IG and Facebook and social media. So if you see something you want, hit them up. I can guarantee you they'll ship it to you. And also if you're watching this on the rewind, throw in a comment. If you're looking for something specific, maybe if you're looking for a certain run or a certain book or a Golden Age book or some kind of certain variant or something like that, throw it in the comments, throw it in the chat. Let the vendors know, because if they have it, you can only bring so much with you. So let them know what you're looking for. That way it'll be at the show for you.
Yeah, if they got it, they'll bring it.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, we'll actually very, very quickly before we bring into our first vendor here, He's going to be on a little bit later, but I want to give a big shout out to the Amazing Murfinator, because not only if you're the first 100 people in line is Greg giving away this amazing door prize, but all day long, right over at the 3 Men in a Basement booth, right there, look at that. Spawn Newsstand 9.8, donated by the Amazing Murfinator. Come by. We're going to have it on the table all day long. We're going to give it away at the end of the day. Come by, put a ticket into the bucket, go home with this amazing book. So, I mean, we're going to be talking about it quite a bit between now and then as well, but I think we're right near the entrance, so you really can't miss us. If I'm not mistaken.
you're gonna be I didn't put the map out of the foyer because that's pretty straightforward, but you guys will be right there. Like that, everyone's gonna walk by you.
There you go, guys. So as you're walking by, stop by the booth, get a ticket, get an entry into this. What a giveaway. So yeah, exactly.
That isn't an amazing giveaway. Thanks, Murph.
It.
Yeah, Murph, thank you.
Yeah, and you will see Murph later on in the show. He's our big closer tonight, so he's got some heat coming.
He hasn't passed out.
And right here, so exactly what Broke Boy's doing. Blackhawk 117. If anybody's got it, bring it. Someone Broke Boy's looking for it. But without further ado, let's roll into this, boys. It's 8:30. Let's bring out our first vendor, or should I say vendors. They're both back here. We got JERARD and X.
Oh,
welcome, boys.
Welcome, guys.
The final bosses.
Welcome, fellas. Welcome.
What's up, guys? How we doing?
Man, you guys, thank you for coming on here.
Nothing. Just prepping books, getting ready for the show. You know,
Nice.
You know how we do.
Yeah.
We're talking about Greg. This is mine and X's the first show we ever did in person. You were
really?
just doing, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
X?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Cool.
We remember I built those racks and all those crazy racks.
Yeah, I used to say you building the Sistine Chapel over there, or because it was like
I came up with those in an hour. It was like MacGyver. We had the PVC and it fell and broke. And next thing you know, I'm cutting. I had a epoxy table. I was cutting it up. I'm building. I had strut.
you came in with like the whole like Milwaukee drill set, like
whatever we had to do. Sponsored by Milwaukee Tool.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever gets the job done, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had the walls up, right? It took us a little bit, but we got it.
All right, guys. I mean, you guys have been on here before. You guys know how it goes. Who am I highlighting? Who's showing off the books first here?
Actually, want to start
is
it
my
off?
audio phone? Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I was
So you got a
worried.
new
'cause I had
Gucci earpiece?
I would say he's styling from head to toe always. right,
So you want me to start off? Okay.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I'm gonna do
Why
this
not?
really quick, and I'm gonna highlight you.
Highlight this guy, man.
Ooh, missed you. There we go.
All right.
There you go, man.
There we go. Okay, so first off, we'll start
Dave.
off with some heat. So we got the second Green Goblin. It's a CGC 6.5. I'm going to have that at the show. Very nice colors on this book. Very nice presenting copy. So if you can't get the first, you can get the second.
Okay, I mean, yeah, great book. Starting off with a banger, and I love it.
All right, so let's keep it rolling. Sorry, because my tripod broke on me, so I'm doing this by hand. All right,
there you go.
Giant size X-Men. So we got a nice 6.0 here.
If you can't win the door prize, go see X.
Yeah, you can still get one.
You still can get one. X got it. All right, so keep it rolling. Let's go to the next one. Hold on, my earpiece fell out.
You're good, man. Look at this. This is exactly people. If you were looking, I don't know why this keeps switching every time I highlight a comment, but I'm going to put X.
No, that's what's happened to me too.
Yeah, but
Weird.
X-Men 14, high grade Voltron 1. Throw it in the chat, guys, because these guys will see it. There you go.
So we got X-Men 94.
There we go.
Double sign.
Oh, sick.
So you got two signatures on there. You got on the plane, Bob McLeod. Bob McLeod's going to be there, guys. So you got some X-Men 94s. You can bring your X-Men 94 to get them to sign.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we need to talk about the artist. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I jumped into it too soon. I got too excited. Arthur Legend. I think I have one more. Yeah, I have one more. Let's see what we got. So I want to drop it. Okay, what do we got here? All right, Answer
Okay.
129.
The 7-0.
7.0.
There you
It's
go.
got
That book's
the
on
custom
fire right
label.
now.
Great
Yeah,
book.
so some great books. You know,
Good one to bring.
you
You got the
know,
Spidey
just a
label on
little
there and
preview.
everything.
Yeah, just a little preview of some stuff. You
There
know,
you go. That's, I mean, really, literally the first book's out the gate, and I'm
Those are
already nervous for my
fire.
wallet. You know.
Don't
All
worry,
right,
we
let
got.
me. I said, let's get Gerard up here. What do you got, my friend?
Well, I got a lot. I got a Strange Tales 110, a 7.5. That'll be at the show. I don't have it on hand right now. I will have it in. I was supposed to have it today, but I'll have it tomorrow. And I just got some stuff that we picked up in a collection. But here's a little thing. We got a Batman, first Red Hood signed by Wagner, 9.6.
Nice.
Nothing crazy. But we'll get into crazier stuff. I got a Silver Surfer 3, first Mephisto, 8.5.
Okay.
We go.
Yeah,
We got
starting off slow. Jeez.
a little slow. We got first Ghost Rider, Marvel Spotlight 5, 8.0, white to wolf white. And then, you could get the door prize, you could get X's, and then if you want, you could upgrade, you get the 9.2, you get all three, you have a little bit,
Jeez.
We got that.
Gerard, you're using the ring light.
I was
right?
gonna say you got
Very
it's the way-
social media influencer of you.
Yeah.
Wow, I try to be a little more professional these days. I got the wife behind me, she's handing me books. We got a whole system here.
I would say you got the whole team going right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there's the banger.
here we
Yeah.
got another banger. I got better than this though.
Look at that.
two
You got the
better.
ring right around Doom. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's got the custom label too. And this was one of my uncle's original books. It was never pressed or cleaned. That could probably be pressed and cleaned along with this one. Anyone want a Daredevil 1 7.5?
Jeez.
Old label.
Nice.
Old label.
wow.
Definitely looks
There we
crispy.
go.
Yeah. This you could go look, get two first appearance. First appearance of Doctor Strange at a 7.5. And if you want to have a Daredevil 1.75, you could a little everything.
A little linear right there. A little
Little linear,
collection.
exactly.
Yeah.
For
Out of
Otto.
linear. Out of linear.
I do have some Raws that I just got in. So we got the first
Okay.
Annihilus. I know people are looking at that book right now in the hot top 10. We got a
that's
Bane.
Very Gary book if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got the Killing Joke.
No.
First print. We got the green writing. You got a Hobgoblin newsstand. Got the coupons and the tattoos.
Okay.
Right. A little 100. And then we got Kingpin.
Big
First
book right
Kingpin.
now. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
First Carol Danvers.
Okay.
We got an X-Men 5.
Damn.
Ooh.
We got an X-Men 100 for X-Men fans. All right. You guys say you want X-Men? I got a ton. Just come up to our booth. This is just stuff that I have laying on the table right now that I'm pricing.
Sinisters?
We got Sinisters. And then you got, if you want a newsstand or you want a direct, you pick.
Or get them both.
Take them
Get them both. Yeah. Right. First Red Guardian.
Man.
First Odin. We got a nice, the Miller, the first run. We got a number 1 and a number 4. They're both directs. This book's hot right now. You got the Moon Knight 1.
Good book.
This book, spec book, I think he's going to be coming out eventually. Brother Voodoo. We got a Nova.
These are just like laying in front of you. Is just
Yeah, these are. I got to see. I got stuff downstairs that are getting prepped up, but they're even nicer. But look, if you want to buy the Doom, you could get some extra Doom books with it. We got a little of everything.
get those
All
FF covers
Doom.
there.
Yeah, little Doom covers. Black Bolt,
Love that book.
X Factor, First Apocalypse. X-Men 94. He will be coming back. We got the first Him.
That's a good book too.
First Inhumans.
Whew.
And then we just got some rather Fantastic Four. And then first Ronan the Accuser. Fumble. We got it. We caught it. And the second Accuser. That's just what I got here. I was prepping and I got boxes and boxes and stuff. I got scary magazines we have. I got a bunch of Mark Jeweler stuff. If you guys are interested in that, I know a lot of people like that stuff.
Oh yeah, damn
So
man. I mean,
just come by.
I mean, I've shopped at you guys' booth many times, and you always
Gerard,
crush it.
that's it. That's it.
That's
would
it
say he
right
just-
now. That's
yeah.
it. I could go
Come to
downstairs
the
if you
show.
want. Can I
Yeah,
get some
go
extra
to the
time?
show to see the rest.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
gotta
love
give
that.
people-
He's
That
Gerard
was
said,
just-
Gerard told me he's given a St. Patty's discount on all the Doom books because he's dressed in green. So
Oh, what a
half off.
what a salesman.
You see that?
Yeah.
Good, I'll give you a deal. You come over, we'll take care of you. I don't know about St. Patrick's Day, maybe Columbus Day, but
Yeah, talk to him in October. You know.
yeah.
Man, the fact that those were just like the books you had. I mean, I've seen you guys' wall. I've seen what it's like. You guys always bring the heat. You guys always bring the amazing books. So I'm pumped. I'll be shopping.
Come
hell
by,
yeah, guys.
Chimo. You know we'll take care of you.
You guys always do. You always do. You guys always are willing to work with everybody. It's great. I mean, I love seeing you guys, loving hanging out with you. So I can't wait for this Saturday.
And you know, just so we don't just have keys, guys, too. We have 50 centers. We have $2 books, $3 books, $5 books, $10 books, young reader books. I have treasury stuff. We got horror magazines. We got all different things for everybody. So come by.
There you go. That's what exactly. And I feel like there should be some kind of like giveaway or contest for like what color shirt X is gonna wear. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
now
feel like that should
we have
go.
a lot in this. We have a lot in my closet here. There's a lot in here.
The colors that pop out of that, it looks like a box of Lucky Charms.
Oh man,
I'll have something special.
you always do. You're always
Yeah.
always showing up. For
Never
the shows. I
disappoint.
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have the whole team there, guys. I got my wife, my daughter. We got X. We got everybody. We'll be rocking and rolling.
Hell yeah. And you guys, I'm gonna pull this up really quick. I'm gonna pull up the layout here. What booth number are you guys?
They are, I believe they're O. So
Oh, yep. Oh,
so
yep.
yeah, if you go
This is
back,
awesome,
if you-
man. I
if
love
you go
this
back,
thing.
you see Mario was over there, but Gerard was giving him an attitude, so he walked away. He walked over
He owed some money. He owed money.
He wasn't
money.
fixing the pipes good enough.
Yeah, so you guys got was that end cap? It looks like that's a end cap there.
Yeah, they got four tables, and it's at the end there. Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice.
There we
So
go.
you won't be able to miss them.
Yeah,
No,
coming right in from the doors. I love it.
We're always up front, and we love it. You know,
that's
come
where
see us.
the little Goomba down there was heading up to the table.
Greg don't tell you this. He keeps me in the front just for private security, just in case something gets out of hand. I can come over the table and handle business for him.
Yep, exactly.
Final boss.
Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate it. Always bringing the heat like you guys always do. I can't wait to see you guys on Saturday. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. Thanks a lot for
Thanks for having
coming on.
Yeah, thanks.
What's the
Yeah.
pleasure,
Always.
man?
Good luck with the show.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
All right. We'll see you guys on Saturday.
See you there.
Awesome.
Saturday.
Man.
Man, great way to
That-
start.
I would say what a way to kick it off, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, that was whew. I mean, the fact that he just has those in front of him. It's like, oh, I just got these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laying
those
around.
Man, crazy. We do have a minute before I'm going to bring on our next vendor. And you know what? Shame on me. And I'm going to blame Dave. Greg, you're the guest, so I can't blame you. But we didn't even talk about the artist at this show because you got a great lineup. And I'm going to do this super quick because I did pull up the webpage, and instead of just taking an image, I'm just gonna share the screen here, guys, and show you the quick lineup of these artists. All right.
Greg,
I
are these is this the largest or the most artists you had at the show at one time, or
No, I think the last show we had 4. So I think it's I think it's a good number, at least for
Oh,
the type
absolutely.
of show it is.
Yeah.
It gives them each a lot of attention. Like I said, with vendors, I wish I could have more. I wish I could have more artists. You know what I mean? But this I like. So
Yeah.
when I can't, I like to really find an eclectic group that fit in, and that's always worked out. But
Yeah, man.
Bob McLeod is just awesome. I had him.
yeah, I'm a huge Bob McLeod fan. I got some stuff from Terrificon, so It's too bad I'm gonna be missing him because he's always good to talk to too. He's
he's super nice, and he was super
Yeah, real
responsive
nice.
in email. And Adriana Mello is going to be there, and
She's great. Does amazing work.
yeah. So I know some people are very excited that she's going to be there. I know she's already gotten some commissions that she's working on for the show already. Ken, it was so nice to meet him at the last show, and he's going to be set up with the guys from the Comic-Con podcast.
Yeah. I got a skateboard from him behind me. I'm gonna try to get a commission from him this weekend too. I gotta hit him up.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love when I was trying to create these graphics, I just love the Jill Valentine and the Zelda stuff. Like I just love any kind of video game artwork. Just looks so
he
cool.
crushes it. And then you got
and then we had a cancellation. And so I hit up Matt Ford. Shout out to Matt and the Defects, because Matt pointed me towards Jonathan, he had just done their Stan Lee cover, which
you see right there. Yeah, you see it right there in the photo.
I was lucky to snag a copy on their whatnot. I got like a foil cover, which is great because it matches like the Stan Lee, the card I have, PSA card. Yeah. He was so nice. He's been so nice, and pretty sure I don't want to say 100%, but I'm pretty sure he's doing a sketch to be given away as well. But
that's awesome.
I just want to wait for 100% confirmation. I know he's working on it, and he's just so busy. Like all of a sudden, since he's done that cover for them, and he started working for. He's going to be doing so much work on Spawn. I think he's going to be doing like 16 covers that he's already contracted for, which is just so crazy because, if you were to fast forward a year from now, it's like, I don't know if I'd be able to nab him down. You know what I mean?
But you know what? It's awesome because, he is such a talent. I mean, all four of them. I mean, Bob McLeod's a bit of a legend in the industry, but all,
it's just
amazing
like the
artists.
opposite spectrum. It's like, like this guy's just really taken off, and everyone else is pretty established, and it's so awesome that they're willing to spend their time of to take the time out of their day and weekend especially to come and support the show.
Yeah, I mean look at this. Brian's got the right ideas. Bring in some books for Ken to sign. Yeah, guys, bring the books, get them signed, hit them up. We're getting pretty close to showtime, but I'm sure some of these guys, they're taking commissions, I would assume, or doing sketches and stuff day of probably. I think, Greg, you shared out McLeod's like pricing and remarks and all that stuff.
Yeah. He has like it's on the Instagram for the show. It's like what he charges. Because he brings it to every show, like remarks, sketches, full figure, stuff like that. I know off the top of my head, his raw autographs are 10 and 30 if you're going to have a witness. And we do have a facilitator. The Collectible Conservancy is going to be set up right next to Brandon, who he runs that facilitation, and he does pressing and cleaning. But he was also great because he put in a good word with Bob at the Philly Expo last year, which is crazy. It's almost like a year, it's like it flies by,
Yeah, it shows you how much planning goes into this stuff.
Yeah. So he put in the good word. Then I kind of saw Bob at Terrificon and followed up with him, and it's been great.
Hell yeah. Awesome, man. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm getting some art, could probably get some signatures. And I'm gonna pick up some books. So let's keep this going with our next vendor here. Brixco, welcome, my friend.
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Thanks for coming on tonight.
He's got the gloves. He's coming prepared.
Well, it's my signature now, and I get jokes when I don't have them or when I do have them. So I might as well just
There you go. Perfect. All right, man. We're just gonna highlight you. We're gonna let you jump in, start showing off some of that stuff you bring in. So let's go ahead and.
So I got.
Highlight this guy, man.
You got
so I've got a custom preview for just Nick K. I had a bunch of Batmans, like I said, that I had at the hand that I was going to bring anyway. So I've got Batman 201, 202, 203, 204, 205, 206, 207, 28, and 209 that I was just sitting right here that I was going to bring anyway. And I've got
a lot more in my storage unit, Nick. So come see me. I've got books for you, brother.
There you go, man. Perfect.
Perfect. You ask.
Look at that.
We already got it
Hey,
Hey
delivered.
guys,
man, I
throw
had
it
it
in the
ready
chat.
coming anyway. So so the first book here I'll show, and then I'm gonna get up and actually do a scan of the wall.
Yeah.
Figure might be a little easier. This is Amazing Spider-Man 4. It's a 0.5. It's a remainder copy, unfortunately, but it's an entry level
That is.
copy of this book.
I know he's not here right now, but Otto will be watching this on the rewind. That's an Otto book if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, right. Well, it still has half the cover on it. Doesn't he want the
Yeah.
whole cover on?
Oh, that's true.
I've got a lot of big keys, low grade. I like to try to get affordable stuff for everybody and not get the crazy
Yeah.
expensive that only
Nice,
a couple
nice
people.
entry level books for these, these
Yeah.
high books. There we
Amazing
go.
Spider-Man 5, 2.5 off-white pages. Again, it's a nice affordable copy to get into that Doom one. And then I've got a Plastic Man #1.
Oh, wow. That's
So
really
this is
nostalgia.
one that you don't see all that often. It's a 4.5 off-white pager. It's got the really cool back that just says Vital. So kind of cool
Pretty
there.
Yeah, that's a cool book.
Yeah, so do that, and then I'm just gonna pick this up, and we're gonna come over to the wall that I have here behind me. Not sure if I
Yeah.
can do a rotate on this thing. Look at that. We can do a rotation.
Perfect. There we go.
Perfect. So the first one we got is a More Fun 65. We've got beautiful Bernard Bailey book there. I've got a Strange Mysteries classic pre-code right there. Haunt of Fear 23 Senate book. It's about a 6570. Nice high grade book as well. Tough book that you don't see all that often is a super mystery. Early super mystery. You got the Damsel in Distress, about a 3.0. Science Comics 7, another one you really don't see all that often. It's about a 3.0. I've got a Tales to Astonish 13 First Groot, low grade, but again, nice entry level book right there.
It's a book I've wanted for a long time.
Yeah. And then I've got a Strange Tales 110. Again, low grade, but entry level book for somebody looking for that book. I've got some original sketches here. These are Don Heck prelim covers for Horrific from like 1953, 1954.
Wow.
And I got the second one here. They didn't actually get produced into actual covers, but they were from the Roger Hill collection. So kind of cool book right there. I've got a Superman 23. Again, detached cover, low grade, but nice entry level. We've got a Fantastic Four #3 in a 1.8 off white. Again, entry level book there. We've got a Tech 75. Nice early Batman in a 3.0. Mystery Men Comics. And sorry for the glare there. Issue 24. I've got a Hulk 3. Again, entry level 1.5 off white to white pager. This one's a little bit of a bigger book. This is Marvel Spotlight 5. This is a 8.0 off white to white pages.
That's a big book.
It's a good one, yeah. This one's cool. This is a Tales of Horror 7, signed by Ray Bradbury. Unfortunately, it is a restored label, but it's kind of cool that it's signed by Ray Bradbury. And it's a witness signature as well. X-Men 4 2.0 off-white pager. We've got a Batman 44, and that is a 5.0 off-white to white pager. Nice Joker cover.
Yeah. There.
I've got two. I might have a third one of these. Weird Tales of the Future 7. This one is a raw, about a 2.0, and then I've got a 2.5 graded, and I think I have a 1.8 CBCS on the way here. Should be here before the show starts, so I'll have 3 of those. I've got Hansi, the girl who loved the swastika, second print, and then Weird Tales of the Future 7, 2.5, another great classic cover right there. Sorry for the glare a little bit, like I said.
No,
But,
I mean these are just
We can see
these are
them,
books
nice.
you don't
Yeah, I feel
see.
I'm getting like a history lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I love the old stuff. It's what I
Museum.
go for.
No,
This is Walt Disney Comics' Stories 11. So I've got a nice run of Walt Disney Comics. I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I think. I think a couple of the war ones sold, but up to like the early 20s issue numbers, like mid 20s. So I got a lot of these early Disneys. This is a Tarzan 1 Dell. So this is the first Dell Tarzan. Really cool back cover too. Nice little alligator splash page action. We've got Tech 180. Nice Joker cover there. What's this one? Tech 153. Tech 144. Tech 132, and a bunch of other techs. I've got a lot of techs right now. I've got a Batman 67 and then a Batman 31. So a lot of cool stuff. This is
We had
actually
a
back here
we
behind
had
the
a
light
question
is
on your Batman 44. What was the price on your Batman 44?
that one I was asking 2,500, but if you
25.
know
Okay.
me, I'm usually pretty flexible. I try to work with everybody.
Okay.
And I do like, if I had some of these books, I've gotten in partial trade. I'd like to get cash if I can, but if it's a big book and you're trying to get like a grail, I try to work with you and try to make it affordable for you if possible.
Perfect. All right,
So
man. That's I
that's
mean,
some of the stuff. I've got a lot of stuff I've been collecting, picking up, and we're gonna have a lot of stuff to show off.
damn. I mean,
Yeah, it looks amazing.
yeah. I mean, just kind of like Greg said, I feel like I just took a history lesson down the wall. That was great.
Yeah. We try to go for like more of the oddities, unique stuff. Stuff that you don't see too often. I try to bring some of that, but I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Trying to see what I've had some stuff
No,
here,
it's cool.
but
I like a lot of the low grade stuff, especially with the Strange Tales 110. I
yeah,
think it's such a cool book, and when it's low grade with that book, yeah, it's low grade, but the fact that he appears at the end of the book, it's like those pages are probably nice.
yep, yeah. I mean, I had the last show, a TOS 39 and a 1-0, and that was somebody's Grail book. He had saw my preview and he came out and we did a big trade. Some of the books that I got were low grade were from him in the trade, but it helped him get his Grail and got a little bit of cash out of it and a lot of cool books. And I try to help people, the best that I can, if it makes sense. So
That's awesome, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, great way to do it.
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
the trading's a great. I utilized getting some big books through trades in 2024, and it wasn't something I ever really used to do. I used to try to keep everything, but that wasn't gonna work. But I did some trades, and it was great. It was so easy.
Yeah, if you ever see me go to a show, I usually have a bag stacked of books that I'm looking to trade. Like if I got some stuff that I got in collections cheap and got it graded and now it's worth a lot of money, like I'll overvalue my trades to people because I'm like, I've got like $20 into this thing and it's worth $500. Like I'll give you $3,000 in trade for that $2,500 book because I'm like, I'm getting a book I want, and I
There
don't
you
care
go.
about this random Spider-Man 2099 newsstand that I had. I'm like, I don't want it, but somebody's gonna value it at $500. Yeah, give it to me. I'll trade you for that Golden Age book if you take this.
That's awesome. I
So
mean,
yeah,
yeah. Which also, I mean, we haven't really talked about it a little bit here, but like I said, bring some trades, guys. If you got some books you don't personally want, I can guarantee you, if not all, probably the majority of these vendors will be very open to trades. So
now I will say this past week I had some great trade stuff offered. We did a lot of trades the last week at the one show, but there were some trades where people were they were pulling like boxes of stuff out and it was garbage. Like it was like, oh, I don't even know why you even graded that. Probably not the best stuff to bring for trade, but hey, doesn't hurt to
Bring
ask.
what you think they're gonna want.
I would
Yeah,
say, yeah, you want to bring stuff people are going to want, and yeah, like I said, it can't hurt to ask.
yeah.
This is a very, very quick little segue, but I had a guy one time come up to a show, and this guy, he's like, "Hey, do you guys buy comics?" And I think Dave, you might have been at the booth with me, and we go, "Yeah, what do you got?" And he pulls out a briefcase, handcuffed to his hand, and we're like, "The hell has this guy got in here?" Like, we want to see like an AF-15 or something. Like, what's popping out of here? This guy, he's sitting there chatting with us. Very nice guy. He opens it up. It is the Death of Superman polybagged, and it's beat to hell. And he
Oh,
thought
yeah.
he had like $1 million. And I was like, dude, I am so sorry to tell you this, but no.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure what you bring in, people are going to want,
Yeah. Trust me, I get a lot of people calling on trying to sell those Death of Supermans, thinking they've got gold, and I break the news to a lot of people about the '90s.
Yeah. Yeah. The handcuff to the briefcase is what got me.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was quite the character.
I couldn't believe it. But yeah, so yeah, but trades, I mean, I know I trade all the time. I'm gonna have a
Yep.
couple boxes of stuff at our table and stuff. I love trades. That's my favorite, one of my favorite aspects of the hobby is trading. So
Yeah, I mean, my buddy that's coming up next, I said I'm here fluffing for him. He and I trade all the time, and like
he's
I'll
flipping
have
you off
stuff.
backstage right now, just so you know. He's your friend, but he's flipping you
Oh
off.
man, he and I trade all the time, and we had some books that both of us have had for a while, and we couldn't get rid of, and we did a trade with it, and we both did a show the other week, and we both sold them, and it was like the other person had them and couldn't sell them. We do a lot of the same shows, and we just traded it, fresh inventory for us, and boom, we both sold out of all the stuff we just traded and couldn't get rid of ourselves. So
You never know.
yeah, you never know if that right person for who comes to see you wants it or not. And it's like, I love trading. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a great time, and like sometimes people overvalue or sometimes undervalue. It goes back and forth, but it's a fun aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but hey, thank you guys. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm gonna be in. I think it's the E that I'm at.
I can play with right
I
here.
know all I know is I'm in between Millhouse and 360 Comics. So if you're coming to see those guys, you
E.
can't miss me.
You are.
You guys
E.
are basically like the
back wall there.
The back wall there. There is like like between C and D and F and G. There's like a divider, but I didn't put anything in there. But yeah, you guys are basically like all rowed up right together.
Perfect. Look at that.
Yeah, Luigi's there checking out my stuff. Is what I'm saying.
Luigi was visiting you. He's moving on to Millhouse.
Yep. Well, hey, thank you guys. I'm looking forward to it. This is one of my favorite shows to do of the year. I'm trying to, not do too many shows every year now, but this is definitely one that's going to be continuous on my circuit because it's just a great time. It's a fresh batch of dealers that I don't see at a lot of the other shows. And, the people that come and see me there don't come see me at some of the other shows I do. So it's a great, fresh show for me and the kickoff of the year. I really enjoy it, and it's always a great time. So thank you for having me on, and look forward to seeing everybody at the show.
Cool, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No, thanks a lot for spending the time with us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, guys.
See you this Saturday, man. All right, man. Hell yeah. I mean,
such a great variety of stuff. That's what you like to see. You get different.
Yeah, I mean that's
stuff, so.
That's one
nice.
One of the big things about this show. You have vendors that have a little bit of everything, including this next guy coming up. I know he always has a ton of stuff because he's always showing off on Instagram. I feel this guy picks up a collection once, maybe twice a day, it seems like. But here he is here. Mr. 360 Comics himself.
Hey.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey,
what's up?
Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Yeah, this is going to be my 4th Kingkon as a seller, 5th one attended. Unfortunately, I missed the 2nd one due to some family stuff, but this is, I tell everyone, this is my favorite show of the year, and glad to be a part of it, and stoked that it's back at the other venue because this one is like 40 minutes closer to my house.
Yeah, no, I knew that would be nice for you guys, for the Pennsylvania people.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, Joe. We're just gonna, we're gonna highlight you and we're gonna let you roll right into this.
Highlight this guy, man.
Wrong one. It's so hard to. There we go.
So I'm gonna start off kind of slow here. You may not know this book. It's Bronze Age book. It's Incredible Hulk number 181.
Never heard of it.
The first appearance of Wolverine in full. Got to be specific here. I don't want to get reamed out. This book commonly missing the value stamp, so I put the value stamp on the outside so everyone knows that it's there. Unfortunately, this one did have the value stamp cut out, but there is a value stamp with it.
I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. I don't think I've ever seen anybody put that.
Yeah. The previous owner of this book had one that was missing the value stamp and bought a value stamp off of eBay. So it is not the original one from this book, but the book is more or less complete. Obviously, it's going to be at a discounted price because the value stamp is on the outside of the book.
I like it though. I like the way that presents.
Yeah,
cool.
it's cool, and that's like the one thing everyone always asks.
Yeah.
You know, is the value stamp in there? Well, now you don't have to ask. The value stamp is on the outside. So yeah, I actually just picked that up last weekend at the Elite Comic Expo in New York. Last day, the Sunday there, I ended up buying a whole box of slabs, and that was actually the only raw book. But tons of new inventory that wasn't available at that show will be available now.
It's because you pick up a collection every day.
Every day. I did buy some stuff this week, which the next book is one of those. This one, for all those of you who don't care about grade as much, just want, completedness, this one's got a full spine split. So if you're looking for a low grade ASM 15 first appearance of Craven, here you go. This is going to be probably the cheapest copy of this book in the room, certainly the cheapest complete copy. I bought a whole lot of Amazing Spider-Man recently. 2 collections. One of them just had a ton of late silver and bronze ASM, and the one that this collection was from had pretty much a complete run from like issue 90 all the way up to issue 700.
Wow.
So if you're filling in gaps, if you have cheap filler issues that you need to grab to complete your run all the way up to 700, I'm going to have most of that stuff here. This is only the second show that I'm bringing that stuff to. So a little bit was picked out last weekend, but there'll be tons and tons of ASM, especially Bronze Age stuff. Lots of that because 2 collections had a lot of bronze.
Nice.
Okay, nice.
This is my pickup from this week. This book, I've never owned this book before. It's definitely niche. This is definitely like a Paul Bond book, Brixco Comics book, but this is Hot Stuff #1.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, first appearance of Hot Stuff, which is a character that not really in my wheelhouse. This came out back in 1957, the year my mother was born. So before my time, this character, but definitely a popular character. I see these Hot Stuff books all the time, going into the 60s. But great cover, first appearance, and it's a lower grade copy, so it's certainly going to be more affordable than. But
every time, I've never seen that book in person, but I've seen that character, and I just always think it just makes me think of Red Hot Candies. I don't know what, it just every time.
Sure, I can see that. Yeah. Next one. This is a big one. This has been on all the lists. You're looking for a copy. Here's a nice mid-grade copy of Fantastic 448, first appearance of Silver Surfer, first cameo of Galactus, classic Jack Kirby cover, written by Stan Lee. I could go on and on about this book, but yeah, this is
sells itself.
Nice one. Yeah, it sells itself. It's probably about a 5.0 to a 5.5. That's what I have it listed at. So it's a nicer looking copy. So there you go. Then we got Hawkman #4. Gotta throw a little bit of DC up there.
Nice.
First Zatanna. Oh yeah. I wish Zatanna was on the cover. That's my one complaint about
if you flip that book open, the very first page should be the cover to this book.
Oh yeah.
I like that cover.
Should we show it on the stream?
It's a big splash page of just Zatanna.
All right.
The cover is nice. I will admit that. It's no Zatanna, but it is
still
nice.
A classic cover.
But the very first page.
Oh God, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's such a great first page.
Yeah, much better than that dumb bird guy on the cover. I'm gonna put this over.
It's got his name on the cover, so
it does. It does.
I love that these are raw too, man. Like, know.
Yeah, I don't submit too much stuff to CGC anymore. I've noticed a lot of people in the past couple of years have pulled away from grading. So there's certain things that I send out, I kind of have to pick and choose. But yeah, it's never bad to keep it raw. There's plenty of raw collectors out there. Here's something a little different too. A little bit of modern stuff here. Danger Girl. This is a Dynamic Forces variant. Okay. It does have the COA, and it is triple signed by, of course, J. Scott Campbell, but also Indy Hartnell and Alex Gardner. And this is
placement of one of those signatures.
Yeah, pretty interesting. So if you're into J. Scott Campbell, I bought a collection quite a while ago that had a ton of J. Scott Campbell stuff. So I have a bunch of J. Scott Campbell signatures available this weekend. Speaking of signed books, here's a pretty cool one. The man himself, Jim Steranko, his first comic book art, Spy-Man #1, signed right up there in green by Steranko. I also have a graded copy of this exact same book. So if you are someone who's into signed stuff, I actually do have quite a bit right now. Steranko and Scott Snyder and a bunch of people.
Just S's though,
Just S's, yeah.
Okay.
That's all I could really afford.
All right.
This is the oldest book I'm bringing. 1940, August of 1940. This is Shadow #6.
Wow.
And I think I might have had this at Kingkon last year. I had just gotten it in around that time. I'm not sure if I had it with me, but this is definitely the oldest book that I'll be bringing. 1940. It's pretty hard to beat that. Not a lot before that. And this is the volume 1, issue #6 of The Shadow. Then we got, of course, got to have some pre-code horror. One of my favorite things to collect. A little bit of Atlas, Uncanny Tales.
Such a cool cover.
Beautiful cover on this. The greens just popping there. And the spine's pretty beat, but the rest of this cover looks so good. Great copy. And then, of course, some EC. I pick up a lot of EC stuff for my personal collection. So whenever I upgrade, which I just upgraded this book to I think like a 5.0 graded copy, got to sell my lower grade raw. So here's an affordable 2.0 to 2.5 copy of Crime Suspense Stories 26. Guy falling in front of the train. Classic shock cover.
Dick Tracy wannabe.
And then, of course, there will be some Golden Age DC. I don't have a ton of it right now, but I got some. This is World's Finest issue 48. Some Batman, Superman. I got a couple World's Finest. Some Golden Age Batman, some Golden Age Superman, All American Comics, All Star, a couple things. And if you're into Golden Age, I do have stuff for as cheap as $20. I have some, more entry level Golden Age stuff, Patsy Walker and things like that from Atlas.
Do you have a Batman or Detective 27?
I don't have either of those. No,
Okay.
I wish I did.
All right.
But I do have some graded books, so I'll power through these. I know I only got a couple minutes left, but pulled out some graded books. This one, obviously, awesome EC cover by Wally Wood here.
Dinosaurs and rocket ships. Can't beat it.
Issue 15, 1952. Can't really beat classic Wally Wood covers. This one just picked up last weekend at the con. Green Lantern 76, signed by Neil Adams, right there.
That's great. One of first Bronze Age book right there.
First Bronze Age book. I think it might have been the first book that Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil worked on together too. Don't quote me on that, but I that might be the case. This was another pickup. I traded for this one. Tomb of Dracula 10.85. I don't know if you can see it, but this is a white pager.
White, yeah.
Beautiful book. Bronze Age mega key.
Damn.
That'll be up for grabs.
I think I looked at that last weekend.
Yeah. A lot of people did. Nobody pulled the trigger, though. This book, once again, affordable. This book has come down a lot.
It is. It's great.
Post the show. I'll tell you, I'm pricing this at under $1,000. This book hasn't been under $1,000 in quite a few years.
It's very true.
9.8 Clone Wars 1.
That's a great book right there.
And we got some signed ASM keys. I love this one because it's signed in red by Bagley himself, who, in my opinion, he's the symbiote guy. He draws the symbiotes the best. People all argue over McFarlane or Larson for Venom. Does he, do they want the tongue? Do they not want the tongue? But Bagley is my guy for the symbiote for sure.
Let's be very clear. Everybody wants the tongue. Right?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the tongue. This actually just came in the mail today. Picked this up from a guy who was looking to consolidate some bigger books, some books into a bigger book. So I bought this off him. First Harley Quinn. I don't have this book very often. It doesn't come around too often.
It's a book that moves.
It's a book that
Everybody
moves.
wants
Yeah.
It's so everyone wants it. So like I never end up getting it in a collection or anything like that. So it's not often. I've only had a couple copies over the last few years. Here's a cool one. So this I picked up last weekend. If you want a nice looking affordable book, this does have a purple restored label. It does have a small amount of color touch. Might be worth even trying to get the color touch off and resubmitting. But First Electro, great book, and you'll get it for definitely lower than a blue label 6.5 price. But
It's
if you're
great
really
book.
against purple labels, I got a blue label copy too. Always got to have that ASM 4.0 blue label on this one. First Electro.
That's my favorite Spidey villain right there.
Really?
I love Electro.
I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say
Yeah.
that.
I don't know how I feel about the Jamie Foxx version, but it's my favorite Spidey villain.
It was an interesting interpretation.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed last week about the con that I was at, I sold a lot of Golden Age romance stuff. And I think that people are kind of coming around to it. It's a little bit cheaper than the hero stuff and the horror stuff, but it still has really, really beautiful covers like this one. This is Jack Kamen and Al Feldstein cover on Women in Love. You can see why people would like this cover. It's got some
Yeah, there's a captain driving a
interesting
boat on it.
yeah, that's it. But yeah, I have a bunch of Golden Age romance stuff, from graded slabs like that all the way down to the more cheap entry level stuff. And the last book that I'm showing off today, recent pickup. I think it's only really been at one show, hasn't really been on stream at all. Superman number 20, 1943 here. Jerry Siegel wrote it, creator of Superman. Awesome cover. Him grabbing the missile out of the air. Another boat cover. If you're into boats, there you go.
There you go. So you buy
And a
that and
4.0.
True Romance. There you go.
Respectable grade there on a book from 1943.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I've got a little bit of everything. I just put out earlier today. I got together 3 new long boxes of all $5 books, minor keys, bronze and silver age filler issues and stuff like that. So if you're trying to fill in runs, go dig in there. I mentioned the ASM earlier. Always have a bunch of Golden Age as much as I can. Come say hi.
very quickly before you go, Joe.
Yeah.
We got a quick question. Who did the cover on the Women in Love?
That was Jack Kamen and Al Feldstein.
There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, man.
Thank you, man.
Can't wait to see.
Yeah,
you
thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
we
great,
will,
great to see those books. Good luck this weekend.
Yep. See you guys on Saturday, or rather
See you
Friday night at Load-In.
Yeah.
I'll be there Friday. I'll see you then.
All right, take it easy, guys.
See you, man.
Yeah.
See you later,
guys.
man.
See you, Joe.
Awesome. I mean, I'm just gonna
Again,
keep this
new
train
set of
going.
books.
Yeah.
Just
I'm just gonna keep this going because I mean, why stop it now?
Yeah.
We got
Keep
our
going.
next vendor up here. Like he's just sitting
We've seen a
down.
lot
He's
of
ready to
different
go.
stuff too. Just like
It's-
a lot of cool stuff that I'm just kind of quiet because I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I've never seen that one. I've never seen
That's-
that one.
I always feel so weird whenever we do these dealer preview shows because like I always want to comment on the book, but I don't want to like go too much because I just want to. I want to do what you're doing and just be,
yeah, just look at it.
like I just want to sit there and look at it,
Books.
Yeah, let's next vendor. Let's bring him right in here. We got Goodbye Comics. Evan, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up,
Yeah,
Mr.
welcome.
Mo, Greg, Dave? Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Welcome, man. Welcome.
Great book
Good.
so far.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I mean, the great show with great books, and I mean, I've shopped at your booth many times, so I know that train is just going to continue. So we're just going to keep doing our thing. I'm gonna highlight you really quick, and I'm gonna throw you up on the screen, man.
Evan's another guy that
Highlight this guy, man.
Sorry, Greg, I cut you off.
Did
I
get
pulled an
cut
auto.
off? Oh, it's all
Yeah.
right. No,
So
it's
Roger
just-
always gets somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like this. Does that do
Evan's
anything?
another guy that I feel like is
Maybe that's
always
what I
buying
want. Maybe I want to be sideways.
a collection
Hang
a
on.
week or something like that.
I mean, it's you guys are always
Uh-oh.
picking up stuff, always.
Is that
You're
better?
good. That's perfect.
Yeah,
That's
sideways.
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
That works.
Yeah, I pick up collections a lot. Sometimes they're good, and sometimes they're long boxes of '90s stuff. So I got a lot of books here. Some of it, I picked out things that I think are unique and different, which is what I like to sell. I'll sell anything, but I like to sell the more unique things. I like to sell, get books into people's hands that have a story with them that you're just not going to find anywhere else or are very hard to find. So sometimes it's just a golden age book, and sometimes it's just a really strange one. So I'll show you some stuff here, but I'm going to show you a grail that you guys have probably never seen.
Okay.
6-pack of X-Fort. No, I'm just kidding. I wish I had a
What
dark
card is in
envelope.
it? What's the card in it? That's the key.
No, the cards
What's the
are in
card?
there, baby. It's a 6-pack with Deadpool in the
There you
back.
go.
All right. Anyway. Okay, so we got giant size X-Men 1. It's around a fine. That's a raw copy there. This is one of those unique sort of this is Bill Joe White or Bill Ho, I don't know how he says his name, but this is a fanzine, and it's a very rare fanzine. And this is from 1963 with a really cool Batman illustration, and it's signed by him. So, might be the only one out there.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
I've gotten really into pulps and foreign books in the past couple of years. Foreign books are a rabbit hole that you could just go down for the rest of your life. I mean, if you get bored regular books and you want to do something unique and fun, foreign are just unlimited and they've been producing them since the 40s. Some of them have the same artwork, like UK versions have just a different price version of it. And then some of them have completely different artwork or just color variations. It's the most wonderful thing in the world. So I'm definitely going to bring some foreigns. So this is a Conan Italian. This is 1973. It's just cool. It's green. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but
I got to tell you, I kind of like the green better than the brown.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. This one is a ASM 300 Grease. Now, the cover, unfortunately, is not the 300. There's a one right after this that I think is, I don't know if they ever even used it, but the inside story is 300. So it's called Entertainment Man or whatever. Who the hell knows? It's got ASM 300 in there. We got a mid-grade ASM 50, nothing crazy there. We got some Golden Age Mystery Tales, beautiful Golden Age Atlas books. This is a rare book. World War III. It's got the Capitol being blown up. 1953. Just one of those books that there's a handful out there.
You said 1953.
Yeah, 1953.
Less than 10 years. Less than 10 years goes by. They're like, all right, here we go again.
Yeah. We got a beautiful high grade FF39. I'm going to have a lot of high grade silver books, books that are ready to grade if you choose to. Like Joe was saying, especially for dealers, I think a lot of us are sort of pulling back on the grading just because of the time constraint and the drop in value on a lot of the books. I've been finding it easier for myself to just sort of sell them as high grade and let somebody else who's going to keep it in their collection make those extra few bucks on it. FF28, that's the first X-Men crossover. We got a nice high grade FF 112 classic battle there. I got Mark Jewelers. We got a Daredevil. I have a whole box of Mark Jewelers. We got the first Forge. We got a nice Daredevil cover. And then fun, quirky things like this. This is 1966. It's a risque parody of Batman. And if you flip through this thing, man, it will crack you up. Just really, really strange, weird, rare things. Let's see. We got a Secret Wars. No big deal. A couple copies of Faust 1. If you're into Tim Vigil, and you're into adult books, horror. Oh, man, he's the king. It's great. Beautiful artwork. We have a signed 337 Walt Simonson down there with that beautiful O. We have signature. A high grade 180. I already sold the 181 that came with that. We got the first print Dahmer. That's a highly collectible weird book. LB Cole. LB Cole Indian work. Indian Warrior. Just beautiful, vibrant colors. Hangman. This is extremely rare. It's a low grade, but try to find another one. There's like none of them are out there. We have a high. We have a, what do we got here? Cherry Pop-Tart, first and second print. Hard book to find. Can't buy it on eBay. Can't buy it anywhere. Marvel Tales. What else we got here? Weird Terror. I love these Golden Age
nice.
horror books.
Yeah, great
Insanely
covers.
sick. Really high grade. 93. I remember the boom happened, and I was just becoming friends with Greg. I remember this at a 9.8 sold for $108,000 at that point, or maybe $108,000, I think. And I was
That's
like, oh
wild.
my God, I can't. It's, that book now would probably sell for, I don't know, 40, 50,000. But like, the books have come down, some have gone up. But if if you're always just buying on the cheap, hopefully, dealers can do that. And if you're just careful about what you buy, hopefully you're not losing a shirt. Really high grade, near mint, Werewolf by Night 1.
I just love that you're keeping all these raw. I just love it.
Yeah,
it's fun. It's great to touch them. I mean, obviously, I don't know, man. I was sending in hundreds of slabs, and it just takes a lot of money. You spend thousands of dollars, months. It's like
I remember when you had all those Avengers annuals. How many did you
I
wind
still
up
have a
sending
few.
in?
I'm probably down to the last like 10 or 15. I had
How many did you send in though? Like
150.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jeez.
I also had a find of 50 Star Wars 42, and I'm down to the last like maybe 5 or 10 of those. But I'm repricing stuff for I thought this was Kingkon 5. It's Kingkon 6. I forgot we had the 2 in the 1 year. I was repricing the Star Wars, and everything's easier in retrospect, but man, I wish I sold when it was $3,000 book. It's now like a $1,600 book and a 9.8. Oh well, is what it is. I saved those books from literally being thrown out in the trash. So better than not. Signed McFarlane, Cyberforce 1, beautiful homage to himself. Jim Lee signed, lots and lots of image signed books. So Joe was talking about the Marvel stamps. I don't know if this is a one-up, Joe, but it's certainly a continuation of the Marvel Value Stamp book.
Nice.
And this is about maybe 50 to 70% filled with the stamps in there. So this is a good starter book for somebody to continue. I don't recommend that you go cut out the rest of the stamps, but if you want to find your journey of finding the rest of the stamps for it, it's a really, really cool piece.
Well, you know what? You can get that from you and then head over to Joe and buy the 181 stamp right there.
I don't know.
Get your first stamp, yeah.
I don't remember if the stamp is. I got to go double check and see if that stamp is in there or not. Weird, quirky stuff. I mean, you'll never. Just a weird indie underground book from the 70s. We got a Raw Ultimate Fallout 4. Multiple copies of Thundercats 1, multiple copies of First He-Man,
Nice.
Rat Chewed X-Men 94.
Oh yeah.
It's in the Rat Chewed books. A really, really high grade Raw FF 50, and a nice affordable mid-grade for Sentinels.
Oh, someone in the chat was
I
asking for an X-Men 14.
I think someone was looking. I don't remember where it
Perfect.
is. But someone was looking for
Your
14.
guy. I'm sure there will be a few there. I mean, all the dealers are going to have the regular old, X-Men ones and ASM ones and all that stuff, and I'll have a few of those as well. But hopefully, stop by and I can sell you some weird, strange things. And I'm about to show you some other really
right there you go,
stuff.
Brian. Right there. There's your X-Men 14 right there.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep. There you
go. So this, I haven't really been trying to sell it. I was deciding if I wanted to grade them or what I wanted to do, but this is a grail for foreign collectors. So basically, if you're a foreign collector, you pick a book and then you try to get every cover across the globe for it. ASM 129 is obviously one of the biggest ones that you could go after. There's, I don't know, 50, 100 different versions out there. And then, not only first editions, but all the reprints and everything else. This is the Colombian version. This is the rarest of the rare, basically.
Wow.
Believe it or not, Greg, some guy contacted me. He lives around the freaking corner from me, and he had comics. And I was like, I went there. I guess he moved from Colombia at the time, and he had them in a box. He had issues 97 through 140 straight.
Man, your neighbors are so much better than mine.
Did you go knowing that? Did you say like, what did you have, or did you go?
I had no idea that it was there.
What was your
reaction?
No idea. Though? Like,
so here's the thing. I mean, I'm gonna be set up with my buddy Eggplant Comics. Rich is there. He comes and hangs out with me. He's always yelling at me, "Oh, you didn't know this was there." When I go buy collections, I look at them and I see what I see, but I do not go book by book by book. I had a situation this last year where the guy gave me a full list of every book that he had in there, and I went and looked, and I get there, and lo and behold, basically I bring the collection home, and in not categorized in Hulk area where they're all in order, but in a totally different area was Hulk 180, 181, and 182. So it happens where this was one of those things where I didn't even know these books were in there. I bought, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 boxes worth, and I had looked at a good majority of the collection, but I threw them out a number, you accepted, and then this was in there. So this is icing on the cake. These are very cool. This is a continuation. I don't expect to sell this at the show. I don't even know if I have an exact number in my head, but it's one of those things where you plant the seed.
Yeah, how do you price that? You look up
the 129 is a couple $1,000s. The rest of them are in between maybe 50 and 100. There's the first Morbius is in there. It's a couple $100. So it probably adds up to somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. I haven't really thought about it too much, but it's hard to get them. There's only so many of the Columbia ones out there. I know I'm running out of time. I do have slabs.
You got a minute or two.
I have a full run of Star Wars magazines 1 through 18.
Oh,
these pull out to full size posters that you could use to hang on your wall. So I have a full run of that 1 through 18.
How much do you have on that? What was that sticker price?
$275. Yeah,
we'll talk. We'll talk.
It's not that bad. I'm gonna have boxes of magazines, really cool, weird stuff like Hell Rider. This is the first prototype for Ghost Rider on the motorcycle. So I'm gonna have a Hell Rider 1. It's actually I have a bunch of those. We got some what do we got here? Some Frazetta, Blazing Combat. I'm gonna have some really kick-ass magazines at the show. So if you're into magazines, I feel like it's an overlooked category, and you get some early and first appearances of people that you're never gonna see, came years before the comic books. Bruce Timm, this is a rare book. It cost $25 originally. I can't find another one for sale or that's been sold on the internet.
I'll give you 26.
$26. Conventions from New York Comic Con, Vampirella and 1972 and 1974, Captain America. Foreign Vampirella from 76, Italian. And then this is something that I am not really prepared to sell, but I'd like to start. I need to do a video about this, but this is the craziest, crazy of the crazies, and quite honestly, it's up there with the Angry Girl comic book. Joe knows about this, and my friends know about this. Greg, I don't know if I shared this with you or not. ASM 300. I bought a collection of all autographed books, tons of Stan Lee and tons of McFarlane, and signed cards and sports stuff. And in there, for some reason, this guy thought it was a good idea to take pre-existing comic books and photographs that were signed by big artists and tape them to the front of ASM 300.
Is that what that is?
That's what I was trying to figure out, yeah.
So we have, on the book is Stan Lee. But then we have, actually, these two, I got to rethink of who those are. John Romita, Sr., Todd McFarlane, pasted on there, David Michelini, Steve Ditko, I'm not 100% sure that's real, but I got to double check that. Neil Adams is on the book. John Romita Jr., Jack Kirby cut out of like a signed card. I mean, it's just so weird and like one of a kind.
You could like authenticate that if they're real.
Yeah.
It's not on the book though. They're taped onto the.
Still,
yeah,
just the signatures
like,
alone on. Yeah. I mean, Kirby, a Ditko signature. If that's real, that's pretty crazy.
Those two, I don't know if you can see it very well. One of them sort of looks like Caseta, but I don't think it is. And I'm drawing a blank, and I think I figured it out at one point. And I forgot to write it down. And then I got another one that's signed by Todd, and this one has got a cutout of Stan Lee on there. I mean, I don't even want to think about what book he cut up with Stan Lee's signature on there in a binge, but it is what it is. And then if you give me 30 more seconds, I got slabs that I just wanted to show, and then you guys can move on. We got a 0.5 Superman 15, Daredevil 2.
That back wall with you, Joe. No. Sorry.
He's
at the show.
He's talking about this back wall right here.
Yeah, because you're there, and then you're a C. I mean, that's like some crazy books. Just like
we're probably all gonna shop with each other. Insanely High Hulk 10294. We got a
Nice.
5096. We got a Fantastic Four 65. We got a Subby 96 and a Cap 92.
Nice.
So that's that. Questions, comments, concerns?
Well,
That was
that's all you
great.
had, huh?
That's
Jeez.
it. Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
And I'm still working on price and everything, and I'm gonna run out of time for sure. So please forgive me ahead of time. There's probably just gonna be boxes with keys that are in no order, and somebody will ask me if I have it, and I'll just say you got to dig for it. But
that's a fun dig right there.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That
You
I
always got
mean,
killer stuff.
yeah,
Thank you,
always
man.
do.
Love
Holy
you guys. It's gonna be a great show. Can't wait to hang out with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're
for coming on.
Are you coming Friday to scope it out?
Friday
or-
night I will come and at least partially set up, and Saturday morning I'm gonna need to just haul ass and get there probably at 7 o'clock and start setting up.
I'm sure you'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. Shows from 10 to 4, is that right?
Yeah, 10 to 4.
Yeah. But I only do one show a year. I sell primarily on Whatnot. It's just easy for my life. I got little kids. I'm involved in sports and everything else.
I get it.
And, you know.
I saw on Facebook you guys just won a tournament, a basketball tournament? Or
Yeah, we won the 4th grade travel team. That was awesome. My son got revenge on the team that beat them the first game of the season.
Nice, man.
He had an awesome hockey season. It's just been a lot of fun. So kids first, family first, comic book second, but there's just never enough time. You know the deal.
No, I know.
Well, man,
thanks for making time for us
coming
tonight.
on. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Okay,
Cool, man. See you in a few days.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks.
See you this weekend. Damn, man.
Wow.
I mean,
More
he always
books.
brings the fire. So he's
That's
always
great.
Hey
got great
Chin,
stuff.
I got to. I hate to cut it. I hate to cut it short. I gotta get moving along.
Yeah, go print some shirts.
Glad I was able to see. Yeah, I get some shirts to print. Not Greg's. His are all done. But anyway, hey, everybody have fun at the show. Unfortunately, I can't make it. One of these years, I'll get over there, Greg.
I know
always there's family stuff going on every. It's the same
it's all
weekend.
good.
It's my wife's birthday. We're
Happy
going away and
birthday.
stuff, so.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe next year. I'm like, what a better way to spend your birthday than go hang out in Jersey.
Do something for you. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
So anyway, thanks a lot, guys, and I'll definitely check out the rewind to see the rest of the books.
Awesome, Dave.
Cool,
man.
man.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for popping on, man. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Have a
Talk
good
to you
night,
later.
guys.
See you later, man.
See ya.
I'm like fascinated by some of these things and the stuff they come across in collections because they're just so. Sometimes when I'm on these or watching them, I feel like I have imposter syndrome a little bit because I don't know so much. Like I don't really ever buy collections. I don't have the time. Like it's just very time consuming. It's just I do all this other stuff with the show and in my own selling and stuff, but I don't have the time to go out and buy collections. But I feel like you learn so much when you buy these collections because you come across these things that are in them that you're like, what is this? And then you do digging into it and stuff like that. So I'm just envious of guys
lost you a little bit.
with some of these books they come across. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what you heard me say last, but it wasn't important.
We got you. It caught up. It froze a little bit, but it caught up, so you're good. But yeah, it's a learning curve for everybody, and it's such a great. I mean, it's how you do it. You go to shows, you see new things. We have 2 more vendors left. I feel bad because he's literally been sitting backstage the entire show. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out our next vendor here, Fantasm Comics. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, how are you guys?
Hey, what's up,
What's going on, man?
I want to see everybody's books. I was hanging out.
I would say you're hanging out, having a good time. I mean, it's been so far. I mean, I'm always excited for this show.
Oh yeah.
But it's always like whenever we do the dealer preview, I'm like, okay, it's real. It's real.
That's
now.
right. I'm excited right now. It's 9:36. I mean, here we go. This is a fun time. I'm in the comic shop here in New Hope, PA. So come on down after the show. You can come on over to the store. And then you can go to the other store, Newcomb Comics in Lambertville, just 10 minutes away from each other. So, do your show stuff, then do your store stuff, and it's all good.
I'm sure as a store owner, you do a lot of collection buying as well. Like, do you see some of these books that they have and you're just like super intrigued by them? And
Oh yeah. Oh, very
Yeah.
jealous about all the books I see every time. I'm like, especially 360s right around the area. I know he's snatching up all the good collections from me, so it's all
Pretty
right.
sure he
You
doesn't
know,
sleep. He
whatever,
just buys
whatever.
books.
It's all good. I'm going to show off some books that we got today.
Yeah, yeah, man. Let me. I'm
Stuff
gonna
that
go
we
ahead
have
and
on our wall.
I'm gonna highlight you here and
Oh yeah, yeah. Go
let
for
you
it.
do your thing here.
Highlight this guy, man.
Highlight them. All right, let's do it. Let's. We got Hellboy coming at the show today.
Great book.
First appearance. I'm just gonna go rapid fire and get through
Yeah.
some of this stuff. We
Do your
got War
thing, man.
Machine. Nice high grade copies. This is Savage Dragon 102.
Eric
Got a
Larson there.
preview of Invincible in this book, so everyone's
Oh.
talking about Invincible. It's hot right now. Tales of Suspense, first full MODOK.
Great book.
What do we got? Ocean Master coming to the wall.
I love that. I love
Appearance,
that. Those
Ocean
old
Master.
Aquamans.
X-Men 28 there.
Oh,
Pretty low grade
yeah.
copy, but still very affordable. This one's let's see, let's get the glare off there. This is the Brazilian Amazing Spider-Man reprinting issue 300 inside there. So for the foreign fans out there, we're bringing some foreign books. First Unknown Soldier. There you go. In Our Army at War 168. If you can't afford Brixco's Disney comics, I'll bring a box of affordable Gladstone Disney for everyone. So no worries there. It's a kind of a hot book, right? That's a fun cover we found. Daredevil variant with the actors on the cover there.
That's a cool cover.
Got some Frizen heat going on today. First published.
Is that Miller?
What is it? Anyone in the chat? Who knows?
Oh.
First published who? Frank Miller artwork in this book. There you go. Evil Ernie, Ashcan, signed by the three that you want it signed by: Polito, Jensen, and Hughes. So pretty cool book. Comes with the little printout that they gave with it. Amazing Spider-Man 33.
Great cover.
Ditko cover, fun stuff. Marvel premiere. So this is all the stuff that we just pretty much picked up today.
Oh, nice.
Teen Titans.
It's a pretty good Wednesday.
It was a great Wednesday. It's always a good Wednesday when you own a comic shop. That's the only double I guess I'm going to show off today. We got that one. Judo Master. We're just going to go rapid fire. These are all going to. I feel like I need two walls now because we have Batwing is still intact. So if you're looking for Batman's privates in there. You got Fangoria #1 with the poster. You want to make sure the poster's in that book. Cool. Classic Conan cover here.
Great cover.
We're doing the magazines. We're moving right along here. Keeping things moving. First Solo Blade in this Vampire Tales. So we'll have some magazines. I don't know how many boxes. I have 2 tables. 4 fingers went up, but 2 tables. And it's a classic National Lampoon. This is really the only one that has some value.
Yeah.
Buy it, please, or else that dog's getting it.
I love that cover.
What else? I just covered everything with got a sealed X-Men Fleer 94 box coming to the show. I don't know if that's going to go on the wall or if it'll fall down. We have some Ernie Chan artwork we'll put up on the wall. Let's do some CGCs here. Witchblade.
Okay.
9.8 for any modern fans out there. Power Rangers, hot book, right? Maybe. I don't know. But 9.8, it's here. It's coming. It's coming to you. There we go. Another fun cover, 9.8s. These we didn't pick up today. We've had these for a little bit now.
Okay.
Get this. This is the mail away cover here.
Nice.
9.8.
Second movie's coming out, guys.
There you go. Second movie.
Yep.
That's right. And you can get the first issue. Make me an offer on the price. I'm very flexible. Let's see. What else can we show off here today? Oh, yeah, this is cool. We're talking about signed stuff. We have Stan Lee signed his finest creation, The Condor, starring Wilmer Valderrama. So there you go. That's his signature, not up here. And it's foil edition, too. So for all your foil variant fans out there. This we picked up recently. This is a 9.4 signed Black Cat.
Uncle Al.
These ones we've had for a little bit in the shop at Phantasm. So this one is signed 9.4 Uncanny 276 by the three biggest X-Men contributors. I mean, Stan Lee, Claremont, and Jim Lee. Write down the three names right there. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, there you go.
So we've had this one. So it has a crazy story that goes along with these three that we're going to show. This is 9.8 Random Thor, but it's signed by what's his name? Liam? Chris Hemsworth, his brother. It's signed by Thor. And it's also signed by Stan Lee. He put it on the rock, so it's very there.
It's a book you don't see.
Supposedly, these comics came from Stan Lee's hairdresser. They were gifted to her for all her years of service. I don't know. I can't verify the story.
I mean, the man's hair always was on point. So
it was, right? And he was very appreciative. So he gifted her, after all her years of service, these books. So this is a 9.8 Amazing Spider-Man 700. This has 14 different signatures on it, including Stan Lee. We also have Mark Bagley, J. Scott Campbell, Peter David, Klaus Janson, Eric Larson.
Damn.
A bunch of names on there. And it was cracked 3 different times. And it held that 9.8, which is
impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Let's see what else we got down here. Everything's sliding all around. We got the first bikini ever featured on a magazine. This is 1962 Playboy cover. First bikini, 5.5 for a 1962 book. Not too bad.
Nice.
Let's
Tan
see
lines
what
and
else
all.
we have here. Let's see. That might be it. That might be it. I wanted to go rapid fire.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, that was
awesome.
But,
yeah, man, that was crazy.
I mean, that's just some of the stuff we picked up today. That's not even my normal wall that we bring out for the shows. We'll have 2 6-foot tables, I think, if that's right. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, 2 6-foot tables. So we'll have our usual con stock with us, and on the floor we'll have the dollar bins. And our dollar bins usually have like $1 to probably $10 books in them. I don't know. I just throw everything in the dollar bins to get rid of them. And they'll be down on the ground. So bring your knee pads, take your ibuprofen so you can bend good, get down on the ground, dig through my bins, and you'll find some gold. So
doing some digging.
I don't know. I don't know what else to show off.
You've been
I've
watching
waited so long, and I was just so excited to show everything. We just went so fast.
You've been watching the whole show. A few people brought up that they're not sending stuff out as much. Are you kind of in the same boat? I don't know if you ever sent stuff out a lot, or what are you to see?
I don't mind. If it's worth it, I'll send it out. If not, we'll keep it here. Usually I like to put a batch together. Not just send one book here and there. So,
yeah.
If I have the time to send it out, I'll send it out normally. But a lot of this stuff did come in already graded. I didn't get any of this stuff. Oh no, we got these. We got this modern stuff graded because it was such a nice high grade collection of stuff. That went out, and I'm all for CGCing. I don't, just raises the value on a book and we can sell it for a higher price.
Right. No, I was just asking like if you notice any trends of people preferring raw books right now, or maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing both selling. People are picking up all sorts. We have both available. We have tons at Nukem Comics. There's about probably 10 bins of CGCs available to dig through, and that's like we'll keep adding to it. So it's a good rotation of stuff. And we have a little bit here at Phantasm, but we're going comic heavy in New Hope right now.
Very cool. Hell yeah, man.
Looking forward to the show. We've been very excited for it. And it was a great show last year. So last year was my first time doing the show. And we did very well. Looking forward to coming back. So
cool.
And I don't know where this hotel is. I've been saying Iceland or
it's Island.
Island, yeah. That's what it is. So
Islin, New Jersey.
I'll be there Saturday morning. What was that?
I think it's closer, this one, to you, right? Than
GPS in the morning on Saturday. I get my coffee at Wawa. I'm going to GPS my way there. I think I'm an hour away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out tomorrow. I got 2 days left to figure everything out. So
nice.
I'll be there Saturday morning.
Cool, man. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys. This is awesome. I love being here. Everyone smash that like button and do whatever you have to do to make sure that they get all their stuff up. We got a lot of people watching too. And give me a follow on Fantasm Comics on Instagram.
Yeah,
There
definitely.
you go. Perfect. Awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you very much for showing off
Absolutely,
awesome
guys.
books. Can't wait to see you this weekend.
Sounds good, guys. See you then.
Awesome,
See ya.
man. See ya.
You
Wow.
know, it's funny. We were. I don't know if we were on the chat or before when we were talking offline. I was, talking about how like the promoting. I'm getting annoyed with even just seeing my own ads come up and stuff like that. And you said auto sometimes could be the same way, and about not wanting to. I'm not like a salesman. I don't know. It's just not my thing.
It's tough. It's a weird thing. It's a very weird thing to sell.
So over a year ago, we went to New Hope, and we went in, and I was like, oh, there's a comic. We had never been to New Hope before. There was a comic shop there, and it was Phantasm, but I didn't really know it at the time, and I didn't know Greg, and it was all before that. And my wife was like, oh, you should tell him about the show and stuff like that. And I was like, nah, I'm not coming in. I just didn't want to like walk in and then, start talking about myself in the show and stuff
do
like
a sales
that.
pitch.
And like 2 weeks later, he had reached out asking for a spot at the last year's shows. And I was like, man, I was just in your store. It was just so funny because I didn't want to bother him, but then he had reached out, and I'm just like,
It's weird how it works like that sometimes.
Yeah, and it was an awesome store. It was great, and I was looking in his, through his boxes. He saw some really cool stuff, so I know he was like, he's just a perfect fit,
Yeah. I can't. I mean, I'll end up digging through Saturday morning, so I can't wait. But yeah, so far this has been an amazing show. Awesome dealers, awesome books, and there's only one way to finish off, close out a show like this, and it's the one and only Chapter 11 Comics, the amazing Mercury himself. What's going on?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
How's it
Welcome.
going?
So
Pumped?
I am wicked pissa pumped. All right.
Yeah.
This is going to be an amazing time. Absolutely excited to go. I can't wait to be there. I want it to be tomorrow. Like, let's just do this tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I have Friday off.
Was
and
last year's your first Kingkon? Sorry, I caught.
Yes.
No, you're good. You're good.
Was that your first time vending, or was the swap?
My first time ever vending, and I was so blown away and humbled when I left. I couldn't believe the amount of outpouring and support that my booth received. It had to be because I was there. It's because everyone wanted to come and see me.
It's your aura, man.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
And you even started late, and you still crushed it.
Yeah, because we partied hard on Friday night, that's for sure. And I didn't even show up for the early birds. But it was just an absolute amazing time. Desires in the chat, what's up, buddy? And I can't wait to go back. The opportunity that you afforded me, Greg, just was amazing. Otto, gave me that opportunity as well at his swap. I'm sure you have a flyer for that later on, but right now,
you mean this one right here that I just always have handy, just in case someone talks.
There it is. There it is.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Right now though, we're talking about this one.
We're talking about
this one. We're talking about
King Kong, brother.
Yeah.
We're talking about King Kong for sure. And I watched Joe's whole show and tell. I watched Evan's whole show and tell, and Phantasms. And this show is for the community, by the community, and holy fuck, the community's got a lot of good shit.
That's crazy. I know some of that stuff was just like like I feel like I was being taught something.
Yes. I mean, this is like New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con type books. That Evan, he had them all raw. He's just like, boom, and he's slapping them down. He's like, look at this, I got this, I got this. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Damn, it's just crazy. But anyways, I'm not here to show off any of my stuff. All my stuff's already boxed.
I know. I've seen your stuff. I've been in that lovely basement. That amazing man cave you have down there.
There you go.
Instead of talking about books that you're selling, let's talk about some books that you're giving away.
Yeah.
There it is.
Look at this thing. Boom.
Spawn 9.8 CGC in a newsstand, my friends.
Yes.
Crazy.
A newsstand.
Crazy book. 9.8
So
newsstand.
this book, I got it right here in my hand.
There we go.
You can. Well, give me a highlight, bro.
Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. You think this is my first time? Come on.
Highlight this guy, man.
There you go.
There it is, right here. Spawn 9.8 newsstand. An extremely difficult book, from what I understand, to obtain in a 9.8, but in that newsstand variant. Everyone and their mother had a Spawn 1, but not everyone had a 9.8 in a newsstand.
I mean, a newsstand alone, it is like hard enough to get, but
that is true. That is true. I never had a 9.8 in a new. I never had a Spawn 1 in a newsstand before. Prior to, like, I don't know how long I've had this in my possession, maybe 2 months or less. So
you got it fairly recently.
I did. I got it fairly recent, and courtesy of our good friends, the Pressable Defects.
Yep.
So I just happened to be on their Whatnot show. Believe me, they advertised the shit out of that show, that it was coming. And, I just happened to jump in. I might have even bought something earlier that day.
I think I left early because I was excited and forgot about the giveaway, and I had bought the Stan Lee, Jonathan Uribe cover.
Exactly. That's what that was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And I wanted to get one of those, but I kept getting outbid. And, you just hit the enter the giveaway. Sometimes it's a book that they give out, or maybe it's sticker packs or one. You just hit the button.
You want a giveaway from me a book I gave away on JERARD's channel back during one of the giveaways a couple years ago. Do you remember?
Me?
Yeah. Do you remember?
Would it happen to be that whole annual?
You got it signed.
Right there, friend? Huh?
Yeah, the Hulk annual, yeah.
So
that's too funny.
What I thought I could do, and obviously we're going to let the boys at 3 Men in the Basement figure this out, because they are, I guess, the king of the giveaways when it comes to conventions. All right, they are a supporter and a sponsor of Kingkon. I'm going to let the boys handle this book, and it's going to be a free giveaway, correct?
Completely free giveaway, or
completely free.
We're going to be we're going to be doing giveaways all day long. I think we have like at least 5 or 6 just other giveaways between slabs, trades, prints, a bunch of other stuff.
Okay.
But that is going to be the all day kind of giveaway. We're going to be doing it from doors open. Doors close at 4, so probably right around 3:30 or so. We're going to give 3:30ish. We're going to give that bad boy away to
cool.
Just come over to the table, talk to us. We'll get you a ticket, put it in the bucket, and it's as simple as that.
Do you have do they have to be there?
We haven't worked that out. Most likely.
Okay, so I'm getting ahead.
We haven't really talked that through. There's a good chance if you're not there, we can probably ship it. But it would be great if someone was there to win it, so we can hand it to you. But
yeah, it would be cool, just for the Instagram.
Yeah,
for the photo op,
Yeah, we haven't worked that out yet, but chances are you'll probably have to be there. Yeah.
So,
but right around 3:30ish, we'll be giving that away. But all day long, we're right at the beginning. Come by, you'll see the book. It's going to be right on the table. We're gonna have it out all day. We're gonna have raffle tickets, completely free to enter. So come over, enter, chance for a win an amazing book.
Yeah, I want to say an FMV on this is probably anywhere from $400 to $500 or so.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I just want to point this out really quick. I won a skateboard from the Comic-Con podcast, and I was the very first person to enter, and I ended up winning. So you never know. You never know. You could be the first. You could be the last. Anybody could win.
You were the first ticket in their cup.
I was number 1 out of however many hundreds they had in there.
Thousands, I bet.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No.
Yeah, but
no.
So yeah, come on by. We'll have the tickets all day long. I mean, hold that book back up, Murph, will you?
My fault.
Look at that thing. 9.8 newsstand. So thank you, Murph. Thank you, Defects. Thank you, Greg.
Justin's in the chat, right?
Yeah, he's there. Yeah.
I was thinking that he knows Paragon. It's like a bar near us, and it has a really good tap. And I think you guys, or Murph especially, would really like the beers on tap they have there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I was
maybe Friday night.
It's something we can do for sure. But going back to Joe 360, he showed up that romance book.
Yes.
What was it?
Women in Love.
Women in Love. Some chick in a taxi cab. I thought
it was a captain on a boat. Come on.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I thought it was a taxi cab.
What were you looking at on that cover?
Well, my dirty brain said it was the first appearance of like the Bang Bros bus or something like that. But but yeah, the amazing stuff that's going to be at this show. Come on down to Island, New Jersey, on the 22nd of March. Saturday, and
there you go, right there.
There it is. Yeah, don't rely on me on the dates. Exit 31. That's what they say in Jersey. What exit are you? Exit 131.
And it's right when you walk in. So when you park, you walk in, the ballroom's right there. So if anyone remembers our previous shows there, they used to be on the second floor. We were able to get the first floor this year. So no more elevators.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's nice. That's real
and
nice.
higher ceilings, obviously. It's a ballroom.
Oh,
and no crazy carpet. The carpet on that second floor was wild.
Yeah, it was. But it was good. I am pumped. No elevator right off the lobby. That's prime location. That's prime real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, Murph, I'm going to do a little pitch for you as well, just because I see it in the background right now. We talked a little bit earlier about making trades with vendors.
Okay.
There's a book that is directly above Murph's head. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 660?
If anyone has an ASM 671.
671. There you go.
Right there.
Murph is on a mission to collect every single copy that's ever been printed of that book. I think he's at about 1,000 right now.
No, I'm at like 28. But
okay. All right.
But anyone watching this on the rewind, or anyone that's in the live chat, anyone at the, if you know that someone that's going, you got a 671.
The brick wall cover.
Yeah, the Ramos cover. I will be your buyer on that.
Yep. Anytime I see that book, I immediately think of you.
Murph, are you setting up with Anvil still?
Yeah, Anvil's coming.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was his company's name?
Welfare Money.
Chapter 11 Comics. Chapter 11 and Welfare.
Welfare Comics. Yeah, but if you're into, come to me. I'll have Spideys all day long, silver, bronze, copper. I'll have a handful of smattering of other cool stuff. Anvil or Welfare Comics is going to have the Batman stuff, the detective stuff. So,
is he going to bring his Raw Jordans?
If you want him to, he will.
He was texting me the other day some pictures, and he was like, "Is this good? Is this good?" I was like, "Yeah, man, bring it all." He had some turtle stuff. He's gonna have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Murph,
if you want him to, he will.
You are gonna be what booth is it? I got it right here. P. You are P. So you are gonna be right.
You're getting no love. Maybe Toad will come over there and.
But you're getting like right from the door though. You walk right in. There you are.
There
you go.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by great vendors, so it's a fantastic spot.
And Princess Peach is visiting Very Gary.
I mean, they have the same hair, so I mean,
right, the same hair.
Talking beauty tips.
So yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Those guys weren't even on the show, so. And somebody.
Oh, I think you're lagging a little, Murph. It's okay. Oh, did we lose him?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Am I here? Did I lose you?
I think you're back now.
Was it me?
Yeah, you're a little blurry.
Okay, I'm back. All right.
Yeah, you're good. But
right.
here,
anyways,
I'm gonna do this here. But yeah, I can't wait for this Saturday. Like I said, it's one of my favorite shows of the year. Amazing lineup of vendors, amazing array of books, magazines, slabs, raw, a little bit of everything. Amazing lineup of artists, great artists you got lined up. I'm just gonna do it again because why not? Giveaways all day long. including the door prize right out the gate.
That's sweet.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm hoping the line, the 100 are there pretty quickly, so I could kind of just like, I don't want people waiting. I just want to get it out of the way. Yeah, I got that. I got like a nice, bullhorn megaphone. I got a raffle ticket spinner, so we're all good, ready to go. And then
You'd be Jimmy Hart with the megaphone.
Yeah. I'm just gonna come around and yell at you with that.
Yeah, so I mean, doors open at 10, guys, but get there a little early. First 100 people, completely free, right?
If everyone seems pretty much set up and it's like 9:45 and we can start it up, I'll do it. As long as there's, So I just want everyone to kind of be ready.
Hell yeah, man! I cannot wait. I mean, I'm Murph. I believe you're coming down Friday as well. I can't wait. Hanging out Friday, probably set up Friday, get it done and hang out and have a good time. Enjoy the show all day Saturday. Pray Murph doesn't lose his room key, just hope for the best,
Not this time.
But no, this has been an awesome night. I don't want to keep you guys any later than I have to here. Murph, thank you very much for closing out this amazing vendor show. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No, of course, anytime.
Appreciate it. Greg, thank you so much, man. You hung out the whole time. Got the co-host with me here. I appreciate it.
No, anytime. Thank you.
And guys, just one last time, this weekend, Saturday, Islin, New Jersey, off exit 131. $5 pre right on the website for tickets, $10 at the door. You get an amazing door. First 100 people through the door for an giant size X-Men #1. We got this amazing giveaway at the 3-men booth, courtesy of Murphinator, all day long. Free tickets. Come on by. Cannot wait to see everybody Saturday. So, guys, thank you again very much. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you're watching this on the rewind, throw some comments down below if you're looking for certain stuff, because the vendors will watch us again. Bring something you're looking for. But, yeah, thank you very much for everybody watching. Thank you guys for joining. And that's going to do it for us. So,
thanks, guys.
Have a good night. Good night,
Good night, Canada.
There you go. There it is.